Hello boys, girls, and squirrels. This is Daniel, and I'm a composer who produces, mixes, and masters my own music. So if you're producing your own music or you're producing other people's music, this is the channel that's going to help you take your game to the next level. So today I'm comparing four very affordable reverbs side by side against one another. And all of these reverbs come in at under $50. So we're going to be looking at today the Waves Abbey Road plates. We're going to be looking at Waves Abbey Road chambers. We're going to be looking at Valhalla room. And lastly, we're looking at Acustica Audio's new plugin. This is called the Silver B, and it is an emulation of the old EMT 240 plate reverb. So I have four elements that I'm going to be putting through these reverbs today. I have a vocal track, a snare drum track, a guitar track, and keys. And so one thing that I should point out is that I'm going to be using different presets on each of these elements because you'd never use the exact same setting on all of these elements. So I'm going to be using different presets, and I'm going to tell you exactly which preset I'm using so that if you buy these reverbs, you'll be able to recall the exact same settings. Or if you already have them, you'll know exactly what I'm using and how to recreate the sound that I'm getting today. So let's start with vocal, and I'm first going to just play this vocal dry so you can hear it with no effects, and then we'll go ahead and start adding some of the effects. So I'm going to go through each effect, and then before I move on to the next element, I'm going to go through them again back to back so you can hear directly these reverbs back to back and get a good idea of what the differences are between these reverbs. So first, let me just play this vocal dry, and then we'll start adding some of these reverbs.
Your life is just beginning. Your life is just beginning.
Okay, so there's our dry sound. And so the first one I'm going to add is the Abbey Road plates. And the preset here, and I'm going to put all these presets in the description, but the preset here is under the vocal presets called vocal plates. So let me go ahead and play that.
Your life is just beginning. Your life is just beginning.
All right, so that's the Abbey Road plates sound. So let's move on to the Abbey Road chambers. And this preset is called it's under the Abbey Road presets called Smooth Vocal. So let's go ahead and listen to that one.
Your life is just beginning. Your life is just beginning.
Okay, we're going to move on to the Valhalla room. Now the preset I'm using here is the LV426 preset. It's LV426 medium hall. So let's go ahead and listen to that.
Your life is just beginning. Your life is just beginning.
Okay, and lastly, the Acustica Silver B. Let's go ahead and listen to that one.
Your life is just beginning. Your life is just beginning.
Okay, now I want to run through each of the four different reverbs, and I'm going to run through them all back to back so you can hear all four next to one another. So first, Abbey Road plates, and I'll tell you which one I'm turning on as we go through. So first, Abbey Road plates.
Your life is just beginning.
Abbey Road chambers.
Your life is just beginning.
Valhalla room.
Your life is just beginning.
Acustica Silver B.
Your life is just beginning.
Awesome. Let's move on to our snare drum track, and let me know in the comments which one that you like the best. Hopefully you're getting an idea of how these are going to sound in your own productions and which one is right for you. Okay, so next we have a snare drum track, and I'm going to go ahead and play that for you dry, and then we'll start adding some of the reverbs. Okay, that's the dry sound. So first we're going to run it through the Abbey Road plates. And the preset here is under the snare presets, and it's called Short Snare 1. So let's hear what that sounds like. All right, next we have the Abbey Road chambers. The preset I used here is Dave Pensado's Stoned Snare. So let's hear what that sounds like. Okay, moving on to Valhalla Room. The preset I used here is under the Sulaco presets called Tiled Room. And lastly, the Acustica Silver B. The preset used here is Ebony 240 x 2. Okay, now I'll play them all back to back so you can hear them right next to each other. So first, the Abbey Road plates. Abbey Road chambers. Valhalla Room. And the Silver B. Okay, next we have the guitar track, and I'll go ahead and play that for you with no effects, and then we'll start adding the reverbs. Okay, let's go ahead and add the Abbey Road plates, and the preset here is under the electric guitar settings called Big Warm Guitar. So let's see what that sounds like. Okay, next we have Abbey Road chambers. The preset used here is under the Billy Bush settings, and it's called Nice Chamber. Okay, moving on to Valhalla Room. The preset used here is under the Cathedrals setting, and this is one of my favorites in Valhalla Room. It's called the Abbey Church of Fossonova. So let's hear what that sounds like. And lastly, we have the Acustica Silver B. And the preset used here is the Ebony 240 large setting. So let's listen to what that sounds like. Okay, moving on. We're going to listen to the keys now. Let me go ahead and play the keys for you dry, and then I'll start adding in the effects. All right, so let's go ahead and add the Abbey Road plates. So the preset used here was under the keys settings called Hammond Vibe. So let's listen to that. Okay, let's move on to the Abbey Road chambers. The preset used here is under Ben Fowler, under his presets called Piano Chamber. So let's go ahead and listen to that. Okay, let's move on to Valhalla Room. The preset used here is another one of my favorites in this plugin called Blade Runner. It's under the Den presets, and it's called Blade Runner. Love that decay. Okay, and let's move on to the Acustica Silver B. The preset used here is the Ebony 240 preset time 12. So let's listen to that. All right, now let's go ahead and play those back to back. I'm going to pop in each one back to back so you can get an idea of what they sound like right next to each other. So first, let's start with our Abbey Road plates. Abbey Road chambers. Valhalla room. And Silver B. So hopefully that gives you a better idea of what these reverbs sound like and exactly how they could be useful in your own productions. So I would say about these reverbs, although they all sound very different, they're all very versatile. There's a lot of different sounds that you can achieve with these verbs, all very good verbs to own. So I hope you found some value in this video today. And if you did, would you like this video and also subscribe to this channel, turn on the bell for notifications so that you can be notified when I release new videos. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.